got the look in your eyes. You're on a mission, burning ambition. You've got your eyes on the prize. You gotta rise to the challenge. Show 'em what you got. Step up and take what's yours. You are kings now, Clash of Titans.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. 81, I think. 81.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, 81. As you seen the title, doing a little tribute to the late Animal, reunited with his tag team partner Hawk up in heaven, pearly gates, whatever your beliefs are. They're somewhere together, hopefully.
Yeah, so they said he was 60 and he died of natural causes. That's a little young to. I guess you could be 18 and die of natural causes, but I mean, I don't know.
I mean, let's be real. I'm sure life of partying and substances that were probably used to
Steroids didn't help.
Yeah, they do.
I assume it was the ticker. I just make that assumption.
Yeah. I mean, in the 80s, everyone was on steroids, so it's not like, oh, he's a bad person. I mean,
but doing steroids does affect your heart. Like
yes.
Later on in life,
that's what killed Warrior.
Yeah. So, so we have a lot to cover. We are going to do Brian has a whole thing for Animal. We're going to get into this week in wrestling really quick, and then you have some history. A little history thing's going to be the Animal thing tonight, right?
Yeah. I mean, I had other things planned. I'll run through them like super quick. I won't get into any detail. Just super quick because I had everything planned out, and then one half of the greatest tag team of all time died. So you got to call an audible.
I agree. But real quick, before we get started, just make sure you check the links below. If you are watching now, hit that share button. Let people know that we're a thing. Let people know we exist. We do have a Facebook group if you want to come talk wrestling with us. It is over on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube now, then make sure you hit the like. And if you're that guy who hits thumbs down and everything, I still bless your heart. You're amazing. But yeah, so and then we have the merch tour, merch tour.
We're going on tour.
We're going on tour. Yeah, and merch store. The other shows have been kicking ass. Truth Behind Illusion's been pushing merch out like crazy,
awesome.
And we are getting closer to getting the new headphones. So
cool.
we're close to that goal. So if you want to help us get some better equipment and help support the show, you get to do so by getting some cool merchandise. Now, the merchandise's prices are brand new. They're all very, very low. We reduced them heavily. So we don't make too much on merch, but it's more or less to get you guys out there rocking some cool stuff and spreading the word because, we're not famous. Andy's not yet. We're working on
hopefully.
Andy. But, usually if only famous people's podcasts get listened to, so you got to help out the...
we're coming at you, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, we're coming for you, Joe. So you got to help out the small guys when you can. And speaking of podcasts, check out the links below for Brian. He's a podcaster himself. He's part of the Project Humanoid, which is a wrestling reference all on its own. And check out Murder My Dude. We'll get a little more information on that towards the end of the show. But check the links below for all that support. I know the head link right now is still Tony Deppin's brewery. They're looking to raise some money for a Kickstarter. So if you want to help out Tony Deppin's brewery, it's two friends of mine as well, the Budwash brothers. They are opening a brewery in downtown Pottsville, and they need some money for renovations. They make fantastic beers. It's going to be a great local business, and they are in partner with a wrestler. And because our show is wrestling themed, help Tony Deppin out. He's a good dude. So yeah, go check that link out.
Yeah, definitely help them out. Local business.
All right. Let's hold off on the Animal stuff till later, and let's get through Friday Night SmackDown.
Friday Night SmackDown. Not the most wrestling-heavy show in the world. Match-wise, you had Cesaro beating Grand Metalik with the neutralizer. A match, apparently, and I read this somewhere, Vince McMahon hated so much, he wanted them to go to the finish during commercial.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Then we had Nikki Cross beating Lacey Evans with a neck breaker. And AJ Styles beat Sami Zayn with a roll-up. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso even beat Sheamus and King Corbin in a what was it, a Samoan street fight they called it?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then angle-wise on SmackDown, The Miz is suing Otis. At the very beginning, he kind of goaded Otis into beating him up and stripping him down to his tighty whities. Then he was on the phone with some shady lawyer type afterward, and then they had a backstage thing after that where Otis is talking with Tucker and he gets served with papers. Basically, The Miz is threatening to sue Otis unless he hands over the Money in the Bank briefcase. They teased a little bit of dissension between Lince Dorado and Kalisto, saying The Fiend now puts Alexa Bliss in a trance. How funny is it, by the way, that there is a whole angle about somebody where you can make them do something by saying the name, and that person is Alexa.
Yeah.
And then Bailey attacks Sasha again, trying to break her neck. Jeff Hardy attacks Sami Zayn and AJ Styles. That sets up a three-way ladder match for Clash of Champions this weekend. We'll run down the card for that later. And then Big E returns also, and he attacks Sheamus and a security guard.
Yeah, the one of the main things I kind of like with I want to just talk about the Money in the Bank thing. So is that a better move if just Miz just somehow gets it?
Yes.
I'd rather have John Morrison have it, just because I think John Morrison is the best of the three. But I'd rather Miz than Otis.
Yeah.
I think they were like, okay. Vince was like, I'm done with the Miz, or I'm done with Otis. How do we get this off him?
Yeah.
We'll send Mandy to SmackDown, so that way we get out of that.
Well, that's part of the story
Raw.
too, where Miz he worked his magic to get Mandy sent over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Overall, SmackDown, that's my rating score.
I think everyone would say that. I am interested in the Alexa thing. Let's just see where it goes.
Yeah,
But it's like, well, Fiend's gonna kind of be a good guy now, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do there. And the Roman thing is kind of interesting too, but everything else I don't give two shits.
It's a weird first matchup for Roman though.
Yeah.
It's fucking Jey Uso.
Yeah. So he has to just beat the hell out of him, right? Like you would think.
Yeah. I'm thinking back to when Austin turned, and the first thing he did after he turned at WrestleMania 17 was just beat the hell out of Jim Ross. I think it'll just be a thing where he cheats and he maybe attacks Jay after the bell and it's something like that.
Yeah, that's my cord.
Yeah, I'm trying to loosen you up here.
Yeah, I hear it. I hopefully. Oh, jeez,
Sorry.
we're all tangled up here.
Yeah, we're good. You're good.
And apparently Naomi, speaking of the Usos, Naomi just had surgery, but he seems to be doing well now.
Oh, good.
I'm still holding out hope that Jimmy lays down Jeff Jarrett style and lets Roman pin him, and then they form like a Samoan team, like a dynasty with Paul Heyman.
What
as
if they did that, right? And then he gets back up. He's like, "Yeah, you're my boy, and then Roman just beats his hell out of him.
Yeah, beats up anyway.
I just want Roman to beat him up.
Yeah. Yes.
I never was big on the Usos. I mean, they're not bad. I just don't care for them.
Yeah. So I wasn't a huge fan, and then they won me over with the Hell in a Cell with the New Day. I was like, oh, I'm into them.
Whoever gets the Money in the Bank though won't be Roman, so it doesn't really matter. I can put on Sheamus. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy. I don't know. It'd be interesting. Jeff Hardy versus Roman. Something new.
I don't see anyone toppling
no
Roman
one's
for a long time.
Yeah. Fiend eventually, probably. Does he
I don't-
win Royal Rumble?
Good
Oh.
thing.
I think
I would love to see Big E take it off of Roman.
Yeah, that'd be great. Does Big E win Royal? Is that your final four in the Royal Rumble? Fiend, Big E. We need two people from. Let's say Randy Orton wins the title, so Drew McIntyre again, because they're hoping to have fans by then. And
maybe AJ goes to Raw and he's in the final four.
yeah,
something like
maybe,
that.
yeah. The long shot.
Keith Lee, maybe.
Edge,
Yeah, Keith Lee. Oh yeah, if Edge come back, yeah.
Adam Cole.
I'll bring in. I have a thing with Adam Cole. We'll talk about it when we go over NXT.
I think Adam Cole will be in your last five. I think he'll have like a strong showing, but he like kind of how Keith Lee was like towards the end there.
Yeah, maybe, but it's gonna come the time where it's like he's not very tall. And that's it for him.
Yeah.
Sadly.
All right, let's go. Let's breeze through Raw here.
Before Raw, let's breeze through ROH and Impact real quick. ROH is going to
that's
go through the matches here. They're working on the Pure Title tournament right now, and they're having 2 matches a week this week. David Finlay beat Rocky Romero, Battle of New Japan guys, and some old school Ring of Honor guys. Matt Sydal beat Delirious.
Oh wow, that's probably pretty good.
So it's Sydal and Lethal, and I forget who won last week, but whoever the other person won last week is going to wrestle Finlay.
Okay.
And the matches were pretty good. Matches were quite good.
What does ROH even come on now?
It's syndicated, so around here it comes on the CW, whatever. And I think it comes on Fox like midnight on like a Saturday or something.
Like ECW times.
Yeah.
I have YouTube TV now, so I just DVR it and it just shows up in my thing like on Saturdays.
Oh, there you go. And I wonder if it comes on the ROH their network, which is called Honor Club.
Honor Club?
Honor
I think
Club,
it
yeah.
is on Honor Club, yeah.
I had Honor Club. I got rid of it.
Yeah.
I think it's also on, or it used to be on Comet TV. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
still or not. That
something-
Sinclair has.
Yeah.
The problem with Honor Club is like, oh, pay whatever a month for it, right? And then when a pay-per-view comes out, you get a discount, but you don't get the pay-per-view for free. And you're like, well, the WWE gives me for free. So, yeah, it's hard to argue
It's really hard.
paying for any pay-per-view.
Yep. Yeah. All right.
Just to run through Impact real quick, Trey Miguel beat Chris Bay and TJP to be the #1 contender of the X Division title, pinned TJP after a Meteora. He got that title shot right away, though, because Rohit Raju, the heel champion, said, okay, you get your shot now, and then he beat him in a minute. Susie, who was Sue Young with Kylie Ray.
The first time I seen Susie was over the weekend. She looks super hot. I was like, I'm into it.
Yeah.
And she beat Kimberly with the Ana Parazzo with the Panic Switch. The whole gimmick now with Susie and Kylie Ray is she slowly becomes Sue Young again and starts to turn into that monster. And then Kylie Ray is the one that can calm her down because she's so positive and sweet and nice.
That's cool.
It's funny.
Until they get to like some big match and then she turns Kylie Ray bad.
Probably.
Evil, whatever.
By the way, I think it's going to be during the Collective, which was supposed to be WrestleMania weekend. That's when they're going to have Bloodsport. They're going to have Joey Janela Spring Break, where they're having Janela and Ricky Morton. Speaking of Tony Depp, and he's going to be wrestling Alex Shelley on that show. Big match.
Ooh.
Moxley's going to do Bloodsport to make up for missing last year.
Yeah, Moxley's going to be in Bloodsport. Matt Mikowski, who's going to be a high tension guy. He's also on Camp Leapfrog.
Okay.
They just announced his opponent, Simon Grimm, formerly Simon Gotch. He's going to be wrestling fighting Matt Mikowski at Bloodsport.
And the Allison Kay versus Killer Kelly is her name? Like that's
Killer Kelly, yeah. That's why I brought it up. That's why I brought it up. Killer Kelly's going to be on Bloodsport. She's also going to be on another show. It's for Black Label Pro. They have a lot of stuff on IWTV. They're doing a thing. It was going to be Threat Level Midnight because the show was supposed to be at midnight on Mania weekend.
Nice.
Now it's Threat Level Noon because it's going to be at noon. And it's going to be Killer Kelly against Killer Kylie.
Threat Level Midnight is also a Office joke.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like,
Killer Kylie versus Killer Kelly. That's pretty good. I know there's a bunch of shows. Effie has his big gay bash.
Yeah. They try to do as many as possible from before.
Yeah, to try and make up for it. They're honoring tickets, I heard, too.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Or if you don't want to go, they'll give you money back.
One of the cool things about the Effie thing, I know they're doing Sunny Kiss is wrestling. I forget the person's name, but they're one of the big exoticos from Mexico. And exoticos, they've been around for like 20 years. They're basically wrestlers who they're not transgender, but they dress like women.
Yeah.
They present as women, but they're not trans. So I forget the name of
kind of like Sunny Kiss, but
Exotico.
Is it? I don't know the culture. Is it like you just say cross dressing, or is that like not appropriate?
I know the term used to be transvestite, but I don't know if that's.
I don't think either of them are anymore. So I don't know what it might, and some of that stuff depends on the person too. So.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
I'm going to use the term exotico because that's what they say in Mexico.
Yeah, it's an effeminate man who sometimes wears makeup and has long hair, sometimes not.
Yeah, you know what I classify them as? They're people.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah, but that's what they call them.
You're a dude who has really good makeup.
Yeah,
don't care.
Like Cassandra was like the big one.
Yeah,
Pimpinella Scarlet.
Yeah.
It's drag. You just say you're in drag.
Basically, yeah. That's usually okay.
Thank you, Tori. Tori's our PC police.
Oh, wow.
She knows all the terminology.
Okay,
cool. I don't want to say the
Who
wrong
would ever
things.
do that?
Right.
If we do say stuff wrong, we're not doing it in bad intent.
Yeah.
We're still figuring things out too in this world. And we'll shout out to Tori. She's fantastic.
You know what the following people I hate.
And he just said Cassandra, right?
Yes.
That's who's wrestling Sunny Kiss.
Oh, wow. How about that? He had a run in Impact. Well, TNA back in the day. And that's when I first seen him. I think he was pretty good.
How do we sound, Tori? How's the show sound? No weird echoes or anything? I want to listen to just Brian and see if Brian's coming through good.
Yeah.
And speaking of Effie's Big Gay Brunch, that's the card we're talking about. There's a wrestler, Dark Sheik, that will be wrestling somebody else that was on Camp Leapfrog. Still Life with Apricots and Pears.
Yes, I actually seen that. Hold on, I seen that match graphic because I'm friends with the Dark Sheik on Facebook.
Okay.
and I forget
They're going to be
her
wrestling
real
in
name.
Still Life.
Yeah, and trans person.
Yeah.
Still Life was at one of the PPW shows the one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Tony, Still Life is the one that wrestled Cheeseburger in the British Rounds match on Can't Believe Frog.
Oh,
With
okay.
the dog.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
dog that kept barking.
Yeah.
So back to Impact. Back to Impact.
Sidebar.
Then you had RVD beating Sammy Callahan. Katie Forbes sprayed hairspray in Sammy's face, and then RVD rolled him up. Because of this, I don't know why they wanted this, but Katie Forbes then got 5 minutes in the ring with Sammy, and she just kind of stomped on him when RVD was helping. But then RVD goes for the 5-star frog splash while Katie Forbes is twerking, and Sammy throws a chair at RVD, gives Katie Forbes the cactus special, and pins her in the 5-minute special. And then the final match was Tennille Dashwood with Caleb with a K, who was Caleb Conley, another guy gone from NWA.
And pretty good, too.
And she beat Jordan Grace.
Oh, okay.
Apparently Royce Isaac's also gone from TNA.
Oh, man, there's nobody in TNA. Nick Aldis.
Or not TNA, NWA.
NWA, yeah. Nick Aldis, that's it. It's a shame.
Yeah, it was a cool show.
But then spots are open, so... You know,
yeah, there you go.
I'll call Billy, tell him I'm available.
Yeah.
I always love the Smashing Pumpkins. Always love them.
Yeah, they're the best.
The
They're the best.
Andy
Every album's
going to
good.
show up to every podcast now with a black Zero shirt.
Yeah.
That would be his new uniform.
He's gonna be like, it's like the world is a vampire, guys.
Best song ever.
Yeah.
Another thing worth tracking down from this is the Heath commercial. It's very fun.
Yeah.
A lot of cameos.
There's an ECW pay-per-view, not to cut off Ryan, where Billy Corgan gets hit over the head with a guitar.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the thing he used to do, like Resistance Pro or something?
Oh,
That
yeah,
seemed to-
Resistance Pro. Yeah, they stopped doing it because I guess he was starting to... Well, no, he was trying to buy Impact.
Yeah.
And it's whatever didn't go through, and then he got NWA.
Yeah.
And then they did a thing with Steve Carino confronting them at a concert, too.
Yeah, I try to build an angle. But, hey, Billy's been a
He's
wrestling fan
so-
forever.
Him, Rick Rubin, there's a lot of them in the music.
Yeah. So, hey, getting an NWA would be awesome. Me versus question mark.
The question mark.
I don't know who I'm going to root for in that one.
Hey. Monrovia.
You there?
Yeah,
Sorry, your mic.
Speaking of that,
God.
Speaking of that, the next, I forget the name of the company the NWA is doing those weekly shows with. This week was Thunder Rosa beating Priscilla Kelly. This week they're doing the national title, the 3rd degree national title. And Aaron Stevens is defending against Trevor Murdoch. So maybe the question mark shows up.
There we go. Yeah. I think they call it Championship Wrestling from Hollywood or something like that. David Marquez was on.
That's the old one. That's the old something. I think it's like a different name.
Oh, okay. He was on the one Sunday Night's Main Event. The podcast I listened to, and they were interviewing him. And he was talking about how they're doing weekly pay-per-views every week, which I don't think is good. I mean, yeah, they're only $7.99 or whatever, but
Yeah.
I can't commit to a weekly pay-per-view.
Yeah. Put it on OnlyFans.
There you go.
We need OnlyFans wrestling.
Hey, I'm sure there is. There's well, it's not. It's sexual wrestling.
OnlyFans is not just for porn.
Really?
No.
Can you use like Patreon?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
GCW actually is doing Patreon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, it's smart.
You know who's on? You know wrestler is on OnlyFans?
No.
Enzo Amore.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep. You can pretty much you pay to subscribe, and then he'll have like personal conversations with you.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like you can do live streams on there that only those people can see.
Yeah,
and-
because it's like your members.
Yep.
Yeah.
We should make an
We
OnlyFans.
should make one.
We should make an IWEP
I was-
network OnlyFans.
You gotta think you're I was gonna make a joke like, "Hey, if someone wants to watch me jerk off for so much money a month, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I don't care."
I mean, I don't even want to watch myself. Jerk
No,
off, so
but I mean,
it's bad enough I have to listen to my voice.
But I say if you can make money having people watch you do anything, do it.
Do you, boo boo?
Yeah, I don't look down on them people.
Yeah.
Sidebar.
Weird sidebar.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's get into Monday Night Raw. Speaking
Do we
of
have to?
speaking of
Oh,
sexiness,
oh,
let's
God.
get Raw,
Oh,
baby.
Oh my God! Can we get out of it?
So match wise, Andrade and Angel Garza beat Seth Rollins and Murphy and Dominic and Humberto Carrillo to become #1 contenders, which means this weekend, yes, we are going to have a continuation of the feud that won't end. Well, one of the feuds that won't end. There's a lot of them on Raw.
Ugh.
But I'm talking about Andrade and Garza against the Street Profits.
And boy, was the Street Profits on commentary a joy.
Oh, they're on commentary. It's painful.
Montez, not bad. Dawkins, all he does is go, yeah.
It's so annoying. Like, they think they're
Over
being,
and
like,
over
you're
and
getting heat.
over again.
You're not getting heat. You're being annoying.
Yeah.
There's a barbershop window in Angelo Dawkins' future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a
I-
really nice guy, but and it's probably not even him doing that. It's probably what they're telling him to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But
that's
even
true,
so, when
that's
they wrestle, he's the lesser of the two. He's
Yeah.
the Marty Jannetty. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
true. Martin Jannetty was so good, though. I hate that that's the.
Yeah,
I hate that
yeah.
that's,
I mean, yeah, he was good, but like, yeah, they use that as that's the failure of their tag team.
Yeah.
And then Drew McIntyre beat Keith Lee by DQ when Randy Orton interfered and attacked Drew.
There's some.
Zelina Vega. Oh, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say there's some stupid stipulation too. I think that we'll get to it then.
Yeah, well, the stipulation was that if Orton wasn't able to come back and Keith Lee won the match, and he would get the match against Drew
Yeah.
with a pay-per-view. But because Orton's in, that goes out the window, and Drew won anyway. And
Convoluted.
exactly.
Yeah.
Too convoluted.
Which
If you win, you get a title.
well,
shot.
you know why they're
like
they're
they do.
putting a three-way match?
Why?
Because Keith Lee is taking the fall,
And they get
Gonna-
the belt
and
on
then
the Randy
we'll-
Orton.
yeah,
and
it's
it's going to
top three.
protect McIntyre, and Randy Orton's going to be your champion after this week.
I agree.
I agree with that, but it's not a three-way, and it's an ambulance match, not a match where somebody's taking a fall.
Mm.
Yeah.
Keith Lee, I think Keith Lee might turn and cost Drew the match. Maybe he turns heel, but he's not in the match.
Yeah.
And don't do that already, man. You just got there.
Yeah, I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah. But
I
he's
do
the
think-
he's going to be the reason to protect so Drew doesn't go over clean to Randy Orton.
And then after that, just set up more matches for the pay-per-view. Zelina Vega beat Mickey James with a backcracker to become the #1 contender of the women's title. Although I heard that's the pre-show match.
Yeah.
Zelina and Austin.
Not terrible, but you could definitely tell she's a little rusty because she's been just doing the
A
manager
little
thing
rusty
for
or maybe a little green.
Yeah.
I don't know how her as a wrestler is going to work. She's a better personality and talk. She's great at that. She's amazing at that.
I don't think it would hurt.
Wrestling-wise,
I don't
know
think it
how
would
good
hurt
she
for
is.
her to go down. If,
NXT.
give her a shot. Let her say, okay,
Yeah.
she has personality. We could work with this. But her and Billy Kay should probably make a trip down to NXT.
Yeah. Billy Kay, definitely.
She's not going anywhere. Vince loves her. Vince loves
Zelina.
Zelina Vega.
Yeah. But eventually, it's going to happen. Is she's going to get exposed for not being great in the ring, and people are going to hate her. And she's somebody I want to stay around for a while, and it's going to
Yeah,
suck.
that's what happened with Zack Ryder in AEW. They're like, oh, he's not good.
Yeah.
Maybe she gets better though. I mean, Alexa Bliss wasn't the greatest
Yeah,
in the ring.
and she got a lot better. I mean, she's no Charlotte.
And-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss did exactly what she needed to do to
Mhm.
stay, to shine.
yeah, but she's not Nikki Bella. You know.
Just gonna move that real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. We always do this
That's
with
all right.
Raw. We even though we hate it, we talk about it more than any other
Well,
show.
we'll let Brian
Yeah.
go
It's
through it.
because it's 3 hours long. It's like longer than all the other shows combined too, or at least it feels like it. It was funny. We were talking back and forth during the show, and I found out on Monday that they're coming out with Raw wine.
Yes.
It's like an Undertaker wine and an Ultimate Warrior wine. One's like a Cabernet Sauvignon. I forget the other one's. I think it's the Cab Sauv is the Undertaker, and then there's a Ultimate Warrior Zinfandel.
Yeah.
Like no, they need to partner with Everclear and do the Monday Night Raw. Drink this and you'll get through it. Grain alcohol.
Yeah.
And the Undertaker one is tombstone shaped, and it is a purple bottle. It's not really tombstone shaped. It looks like any booze bottle, but they're like $120 or $30 to both of them.
It's $50 a bottle,
Okay,
yeah,
there
and
you
then
go.
shipping
Oof.
and all that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
For WWE wines, I mean,
Yeah.
they probably sold a ton of them already.
I mean,
but-
if you make an HBK one, it's gonna be tough for me
Yeah.
not to do it. But I don't even like wine that.
The HBK wine comes with a bottle of
Pills.
bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd want the Alexa Bliss wine bottle, but I don't want the other one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back to Raw. It sucked.
Yeah, Apollo Crews beat Cedric with a roll up, and then Apollo and Ricochet got beat up by the Hurt Business afterwards. Same as I feel like Raw's a rerun. I feel like every week you're gonna get something with the Street Profits and Andrade and Garza. You're gonna
here's
get
the
something with
thing that
Hurt
doesn't make
Business and
sense to me.
Apollo.
Is there like Ricochet and Alexander and Apollo or sorry, Apollo and that whole crew is just so
The
like
Hurt Business.
we need to get at the Hurt Business because they did us wrong.
Okay.
But then like Hurt Business is your heels going after the guys who are trying to ruin the whole show,
Yeah, so they're
and then they all bind together
Well,
to fight them too.
well, they're like the faces going against Retribution, but then they're also the heels with their own storyline.
Yeah,
and it's like
it's-
you can't be both.
It's strange.
And it's been the same show for like 2 months, like
Yeah.
literally
Well,
the
we
same
did
exact.
start the show with Retribution. We didn't say that.
Oh yeah, because I'm just trying to go through the matches.
Yeah,
and
you're
go
right.
through the
I'm sorry.
angles and try to
I'm
split
ruining
it
the
up.
flow. You do you. I'm sorry.
So then, just to run through the matches because there's only 3 left. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler beat Lana and Natalya, and then they beat up Lana again after the match. Asuka beat Peyton Royce, Billie Kay in Peyton's corner for some reason. And in your main event, the Hurt Business beat Retribution. Their names are T-Bar, Mace, and Slapjack. And they lost to the Hurt Business by DQ, after which all these unnamed Retribution people run in and beat up the Hurt Business, and all of the Raw roster comes out to save, and then at the very end, Orton sneaks in and gives Drew an RKO to end the show.
So here's the thing.
Here's one
gonna
positive for me with Retribution. I like Mia Yim better in this than I do with her sweatpants and her
hood gear. Yeah.
fitted hats and
I just wonder what her name's gonna be.
Yeah, they didn't give the girls names.
And Mercedes Martinez looks cool with face paint.
Yeah, they didn't give the girls names because the girls don't matter.
Yeah.
But somebody just showed Vince Dark Knight Rises, and he's seen Bane, and he loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 years later, but he loves it. Let's make the big one like Bane.
Yep.
That's the best character I've ever seen.
It's strange.
T-Bar needs to start talking like that. What an awful name. They sat down. What should we call these guys? I don't know. Brutalizer. Something like
creative character names.
Bar. Like that's even worse than the NXT names when people are like, oh, Borden Stevens is gonna be Sting's name. It's like
somebody had an old CZW tape from 2002 in their VCR, and they saw Z-Bar, and okay, how about T-Bar?
Yeah. It's awful. I mean, that's just main event at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns is gonna wrestle T-Bar. What the fuck? No.
And then maybe Mercedes Martinez could be Lobo.
Yeah, what's she gonna be?
And then Mia Yim could be husband beater, and she could beat up Keith Lee every week.
Yeah. Hot tits. What are you gonna call the 2 girls? And I like how there's still more people that come and help and what the fuck? And obviously, if you go to WWE and you show up and you break stuff, you can get a job.
Yeah, that was my thing.
They get a contract. Otis is getting sued for beating up a guy and ripping off his clothes. He's getting sued. They get a contract.
And they fired 4 guys who now went to companies and they're making money.
Yeah.
So there's your real life thing is that you're trying to push is you fire Rusev, you fire all these dudes, right? Mm-hmm. And then but a bunch of people can come in and throw rocks through your windows, and you're like, we should give them a contract.
We should give them a job. And then they go, we have a contract, so we can do what we want. That's not how contracts work.
Yeah.
You don't say.
When is Ray going to sue Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
You ripped out my fucking eye. This guy got his clothes ripped off, and he's suing.
And he should sue Baron Corbin. He murdered him. I mean, we're up to 4 dead people. We totally glossed over this. Akira Tozawa died on Raw.
He got eaten by a shark.
A shark fucking ate him.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Bobby Lashley killed a guy on Raw Underground a few weeks ago.
Yeah. AJ died this year.
Street Profits.
Ray died. The Street Profits died?
With the big
Aleister Black died.
The Street Profits with the big monster in the dumpster.
Oh god, yeah, they might have died. Maybe they got out. They didn't show them dying.
They didn't show up, but they were close.
Yeah, and the Aleister Black, Rey Mysterio murdered at the same time.
There's a dumpster outside the Performance Center with a tentacle monster in it.
Oh yeah, that was that was one of the worst cinematic matches of the year.
And Seth's big bombshell is, Ray, you're not Dominic's father. Yeah, we know Eddie Guerrero is. We established this 15 years ago.
I seen a funny meme. It's like, who is Dominic's real father? A, Rey Mysterio. B, Eddie Guerrero. C, Seth Rollins. Or D, Walter. And I was like, that's an awesome meme.
Yeah. But now they're saying that it's not him, it's his daughter, and which looks almost identical to Ray.
Yeah, and the daughter is 19, and she likes Buddy Murphy. He's in his 30s.
Yeah.
Well,
they should. The big twist should be that Ray's wife is Bailey's mother.
Yeah.
That should be your big twist.
She looks like older Bailey.
And then Walter can come, Ray, I'll be your son.
Yeah. What was the other thing with all that?
And then Raw Underground, just to run down what happened there, you had Ziggler beating Arturo Uas. Riddick Moss beat Eric. I feel so bad for Eric. It's going to be a long year for that dude.
Yeah.
And Braun beat Dabba-Kato.
Yeah, stupid name, and apparently he doesn't matter now because he lost in 2 minutes. Less than that.
Yeah.
This is awful.
I don't. So
when Jim Cornette says this is a rotten show, it really is.
Yeah. So who is the one who gave? I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? So it seems like they're trying to see which one sticks. They're throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks with the Retribution and Underground. So it's just like, all right, if whatever one works, we're just gonna keep it, and if Underground sucks, we'll scrap it, and then the leader of Retribution will be Shane McMahon. Because
okay, I can see that.
Because I was gonna say there's one thing you're missing here, but that covers it.
Yeah, because how do a bunch of guys come in and get the access they get, and who's their who would be their leader? Who has the power to give them a
Yeah,
contract?
it makes no sense at all. Like, why would you sign these people if their whole game plan is to destroy your company? Why would you hire them?
Yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense. Like, yeah, Kane and Undertaker was over the top, but at least it made sense. You know, he murdered my parents in the fire, and now I'm back for revenge.
He was an angry
Yeah,
stepbrother.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not
There's
you murdered
two
my
outs.
parents, and now I want new parents to teach him a lesson. Like, what? It's a fucking horrible. Like, no one's sitting back and like, yeah, this is great. And then Bruce Pritchard's like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I'm glad I have a
Yeah,
job.
whatever you want. I
It's
just
paying
still
more
have
than
a job.
paying more than podcasting.
Yeah, it's like,
He's still doing the podcast.
yeah, he's still like, it's so bad. No one has the balls to tell Vince, this sucks.
I haven't
Like,
listened
at
to
least
the
Vince
podcast.
Russo told Vince it sucked back in the day.
I haven't listened to the podcast since he's been hired. But has Conrad been like, what's going on over there?
No, he said we're not going to talk about current stuff. But sometimes he
Yeah.
throws a dig at him.
Like this shit sucks.
Yeah. He doesn't say it, but like he roundabout he says it. And he's like, oh. And he's like, I know you're working your ass off, Bruce.
But that shit is bad.
But when Bruce gets fired and they can go over, there'll be some good episodes.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Let's talk
But
about
even
retribution.
even before, I think Bruce always had an eye on coming back because even before he got hired, he wouldn't shit on Vince too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's there?
He knows how.
Yeah. He knows.
There
He
people
knows
shit on
daddy.
'cause But I mean, this is a bad show. Like everything is bad. Peyton Royce and Billy Kay are just back together.
Yeah.
I think they cut a small promo and she said it's okay or something.
Well, she said we're not the Iconics anymore, but we're still friends.
Yeah.
Is basically what they.
Yeah.
So
By the
what-
way, two ways out here. There's two ways out if you're going to get rid of one of those two. Either the tentacle monster comes out of the dumpster and eats everybody at Raw Underground,
okay.
or sharks eat Retribution.
There
So
we
you
go.
already have your outs. They've
Yeah.
established them both.
Or it gives Undertaker some money and he shows up on Raw Underground and just shoots everyone with lightning.
Yeah.
And kills them all.
Yeah.
And then buries them alive.
Or Bray can come in, teleport
we
him to a
go.
different dimension.
Yeah, teleport him to the swamp and throw him in the water.
He'll be in the Phantom Zone with John Cena.
Yeah, because we haven't seen John
oh
Cena.
yeah,
He's-
Braun Strowman drowned to death too. We forgot about that.
Yeah. The toxic
Oh no,
swamp.
he crawled out, right?
The toxic swamp made all his hair fall off.
Yeah.
Just
he made
on,
a
his, on the
snorkel
top
out
of
of his
head.
hair, and that's how he lived.
Yeah. His beard's fine, but the
yeah.
top of his
well,
head.
that's how swamps work.
Man.
Oh, yeah, maybe little kids are enjoying this, but I'm thinking like even when I was a little kid, like I think I would know what sucked, and this sucks.
Yeah.
Like
At the end of the year, they should do like an in memoriam, like they do at the Oscars, where all the actors about everything that died, but it's all the people that died.
in WWE,
like-
yeah.
Well-
AJ Styles.
Well,
and-
spoiler
and
alert.
Ray.
Spoiler alert. That's what we're going to do. But now that we said it, probably 3 other podcasts will do it too.
We got I remember AJ Styles. He had a great career until he was murdered by the Undertaker.
We'll do everyone who died
Yeah.
died storyline.
Akira Tozawa, poor man, was eaten by a shark.
Yeah.
The shark is still at large.
John Cena's in another realm.
Yeah, John Cena. Yeah, he disappeared into the ether.
Yeah.
He'll never be seen again.
He was
Um,
teleported into the DC universe.
Yeah, the DC universe where he's gonna get a lot more money.
I'm excited for that character.
Yeah, the Peacemaker. And once I seen he's getting a TV show, I'm like, well, he ain't dying
Yep.
because that's
Yeah,
gonna make money. And then I'm like, let's do a season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, this show's really bad. Everything sucks. Yeah, Billy and Peyton back together. Why even break them up if you're gonna put them right back together? Makes no sense at all.
Just a singles push
Yeah,
for
and then what are they doing with Andrade and them? Like, let's put the Mexicans together. Let's take them apart. Let's put them back together.
See, I like them. I just want them as
Yeah,
singles.
they're all
now.
good,
Yeah.
but man, who cares? WWE has the
I,
power
li-
to
I
take.
like them. I just don't want them to wrestle the Street Profits.
Yeah,
every
they
week.
have
Yeah.
the power to take a great wrestler and make you not care.
Street Profits had the titles for a long fucking time. It seems like.
They have.
Was Asuka on the show at all?
Yeah, she
wrestled,
beat.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah,
Peyton-
yeah.
Peyton
with
Royce.
Oh, yeah.
all right, let's get into NXT.
NXT, a much better show.
Yes.
Oh, yo,
Much better show.
there was some cool stuff on this show.
Yes, mine was edited down, of course, so I've seen most of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. I think I know what you might not have seen.
Did it start with the Women's Battle Royal?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Women's Battle Royal, okay. But when you see only 2 people get entrances, you say, well, one of them 2 people's winning.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then all the other girls, like there were some girls that got eliminated and they didn't even say their name.
Yeah.
A bunch of green girls in there. I understand they're filling roles.
We'll just cut to the end here. I thought the ending battle on the steps and stuff was cool.
I like that. I thought Casey's spots were great too. She's too small,
Yeah.
but all her stuff was great.
hmm
And
Yeah, the athleticism was off the charts with her, but yeah, she's very small.
yeah. And then I liked
Shotzi's getting a push here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Shotzi's looking good.
Shotzi looked
Raquel's
good.
getting the push now.
Yeah, Raquel. I mean, she's still green. She looked good. There was somebody else in there. She was blonde. She had pants. I don't know. There was like 2 luchadors in there, and I was like, oh, who are these people?
One of the people, the one where Raquel Gonzalez like put her out, and then she goes like she's gonna punch her in the face, and she ducks, and then she gets kicked in the gut. That's Brandy Lawrence. She was from Evolve. She was just signed. It's Joey Janela's girlfriend too.
Oh, okay. And some of them they gave real lame names. They're like, oh, there goes Ellie.
Yeah.
And there goes Ashley.
What was Raven? I'm like, you're not Raven.
Yeah, they said Raven. I'm like, did no one say there was a character for 20 years named Raven? Maybe she should have. Maybe she was Raven. Thompson. Then you're like, well,
who the hell hired Raven?
Yeah, where's Raven back? I don't like him.
That's Girl Stone Cold.
Yeah, like. And then there's some girls who clearly were lost. Like it started, and then one girl like punches the girl, and she's like, and then she like tells, oh my god. I'm like, just put it down to Rhea and
they needed
Candace.
names. They needed bodies in there.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So you can't complain. I mean, there's cool stuff with Casey Catanzaro, which get her a new last name because that name's too hard to say.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to tag her up with somebody named Kaden Carter.
Yeah, especially if you were going to drop Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, just make her Casey Warrior or something because she's Ninja Warrior. Casey Ninjas. I don't know.
And just call her Casey.
Yeah, just Casey. Little Casey.
Casey Cat.
Yeah, Casey Cat. Gonna tag with what was it? I just forgot. I just said her name and I forgot it. Her tag partner was Lacey Lane. With looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
Oh,
I love her tag team partner.
I never remember her name.
She's awesome.
Caden Carter.
Caden Carter. Caden Carter and Casey.
Yep.
And then they could be the KKK.
I don't know about that. That's the bad.
Vince like, I like it. KKK.
We're on to something.
One thing I did notice though, Indy Hartwell was in that match.
Yes.
Indy Hartwell kind of looks like if somehow the Iconics had a baby.
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
I like that. Oh boy. But anyway, what's her name wins it? Purple
Candace.
hair. Yeah.
Candace got
Gargano's girl.
Yeah. Candace LeRae wins it. I liked the finish. It was cool.
Where they were fighting on the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
And
But I was like, did Shotzi step over the top rope? Or was it Shotzi? Or who was?
Shotzi.
Yeah, and I was like, no.
I think they went to the top turnbuckle. And
Yeah, but I pulled her down. Yeah. So
I thought it was a cool little finish. I never seen a battle royal, a Royal Rumble end like that. So it was something different.
Yeah, it was. So it was a cool finish, and for what it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And then obviously we're gonna get Rhea and what's her name? Raquel.
Yeah, that was the big thing. They're just throwing everybody out, and then it's gonna be the 2 Battle of the Giants.
And I don't know about Candace and Io. I mean, it might be pretty good.
If Candace is going to be the one to take Io's title away,
no,
I don't know how I feel about that.
So.
Even Johnny Gargano's gonna come in and Io's gonna punch him in the face or something.
Yeah.
But kind of they were like later on they were teasing for a mixed tag match. We'll get there. But
yeah,
I think they announced that for next week.
Is that official?
Next week,
okay.
Yeah.
Damian Priest, and Io Shirai versus.
They're trying so hard to make him cool, and it is not working.
It is not working.
Like, oh, the ladies love him, and he's such a part. No, you don't.
I'll see you later. And I'm like,
there's somebody on
make him a bad guy.
There is somebody on this show though that completely won me over.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I might not have seen that part. Okay, so after Battle Royal, I don't know what happened because I have my edited down version.
So the next match, and I think this might have gotten edited out for you, Andy. Tommaso Ciampa beat Jake Atlas with the fairy tale ending.
Yes, it did. Was it just squash match?
Good match. Nothing you need to go out of your way to see.
It was what it was.
They got to put some direction to Tommaso.
Yeah.
I would like.
I just want to see Evil DIY wreck the tag division.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to see him in New Japan. That'd be great.
That'd be nice too.
I think he'd be better on the main roster.
I don't. You get another guy. He's not real tall, so that's a
yeah,
problem.
but he can. I don't know. His character could be larger than life.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, like, I know it's so dumb, but like it's all Vince. Like, you're small, you can't do it. But like, a couple guys get through. Ray and Daniel Bryan. That's it.
Well, we'll kind of get into that theory of booking when they get the AEW, which I think is going to backfire on them soon. But go ahead, Brian.
And with just one thing with Tommaso, they've always also said the schedule was the reason why, because he's so beat up. But I mean, for right now, until they do house shows again, everybody's working 1 day a week, so that's not really a big deal now.
Yeah.
But the next match, this is kind of we're talking about like the Exoticos from Mexico. This is another Mexican kind of invention. They basically had a Parejas Incredibles match here, where you have you had 4 people as a tag match. 1 person that was a member of individual tag teams. The winner of the match, the 2 teams that they're from wrestle each other, and then the winner of that match gets a title shot. So Roderick Strong and Danny Burch beat Fabian Eichner from Imperium and Raul Mendoza. So because of that, Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish, and then Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan will now wrestle for a shot at the tag titles.
Oh, wow.
And you're like, well, why is it Roderick Strong?
Yeah, I wonder why.
We'll get there.
Edited out of Hulu, so I did not see
It was a good match.
Oh, wow.
It was really good.
That was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I thought these next two matches would have been the ones edited out of Hulu. We had maybe not this next match. Non-title match, Damian Priest beat Austin Theory.
I seen that match.
They should have switched that. They should have edited this one out. It was good.
It was
the other
good.
tag match was better.
Yeah, I mean, Damian Priest, he's all right.
I like Austin Theory a lot.
Yeah, Austin Theory, he's only like 22 or something like that.
Austin Theory
He got a bright future.
versus Bro Keller would be a cool match.
Okay, yeah. But Damian Priest, like, you got to make him a bad guy. He can't be a good guy. Like, oh, hey, I'll see you
But
after.
he's so cool, Andy. Everybody loves him.
Yeah, I'll see you in the after party.
He's trying to be like the cool. I don't know. I don't
You
get
can't
it.
make a not cool guy cool.
It's Kevin Nash, but Kevin Nash actually was cool
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
Like he had a charisma to him that Damian Priest just doesn't have.
And the end of
No.
this match, Gargano comes out and super kicks the shit out of Damian Priest.
They did a promo in the back where Gargano was kind of basically saying, "Hey Austin, I'll be happy if I'll be grateful if you soften him up for me."
Yeah.
I'll teach you how to be as great as I am, or something.
Mhm.
Stuff like that. No, I seen that one.
And so then we had a squash match, pretty much. Ridge Holland beat a guy who has wrestled somewhat locally here. He was Antonio DeLuca here, but
I'm not familiar with this guy. His name was like
Mambo Italiano is
Yeah.
what he normally was.
I think he wrestled in somewhere out by Altoona or something like that.
Altoona, he's wrestled in. He's mainly out of Pittsburgh. He was
Okay.
trained by Lance Storm.
Oh,
He's wrestled in
good.
Altoona, some other places. I looked him up on Cage Match, which is basically IMDb for wrestling, and he was in a 7-way match with Ace Austin for the Impact X Division title when Austin was the X Division champion. Kit Raff was in the match.
Oh, wow.
Chris Banks was in the match. Some people we know.
No, it was probably Eclipse Wrestling. They're based on.
I believe it may have
Altoona.
been.
Yeah. Sounded like a fun match.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then in your main event, it's a what do they call it? The Gauntlet or something?
Yeah.
Gauntlet Eliminator or
Yep.
something.
Yeah, Gauntlet Eliminator. It's a scramble match. If you've
Yeah,
ever watched Ring of Honor old school, it's a scramble
Yeah.
match.
The difference between this gauntlet match and what you would see on Raw
Yeah.
is the next person comes out when when it's a 1-on-1 match and it stays 1-on-1. This is more like a Royal Rumble gauntlet
Yeah.
match,
Once the
Every
time
4
limit-
minutes somebody comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they come out no matter what. If it's one guy, two guys, three.
which
guys.
I like that better.
Yeah, me too.
And so it starts out, and my favorite part of this match was the very beginning. Kyle O'Reilly and Kushida. Then we get Bronson Reed. Then we get Velveteen Dream coming out to beat up
Attack him,
Kushida and get him pinned. Timothy Thatcher comes out. Cameron Grimes comes out. And then Bronson Reed gets eliminated. Thatcher gets eliminated. So it's down to Kyle Reed and Cameron Grimes. And Kyle O'Reilly stepping out of Adam Cole's shadow. And he is your #1 contender.
Yeah, so it's gonna be him versus Finn, which should be really good.
So
That's
And
Great.
and Takeover's in 2 weeks or one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's on Sunday.
Cameron Grimes.
Oh, you like Cameron Grimes?
He sold me, man. Him and Kyle O'Reilly were fantastic together. Great
really
fucking chemistry.
that's the guy you got out of that match?
I mean, I already knew that Thatcher and the other guys were amazing. Like everybody in the
I thought he was the worst guy in the match.
I don't know. Like his charisma in the ring. I'm getting it now. Like where he's kind of just a goofball, but
Like a
like,
goofball redneck.
but his ability in the ring is good. Like
not
the
bad.
things he can do is impressive, and
Yeah, I'm making it sound like I hate him. I don't. He's a good wrestler. Yeah.
and you would think like, oh, he's gonna be someone that only can fit with certain clashes and certain styles. But even like he wrestles the big dudes, he wrestles the Kyles, he wrestles the Thatchers, and he fits very well with a lot of people. Like he can adapt very well to who he's in the ring with. I don't know. I dig him. I
Yeah.
like for
I
a
know.
while he came in and did like an Orange Cassidy thing with his top hat, where he beat up 3 guys, did crazy flip moves, kept his hat on, and then flipped, rolled to the side of the ring, and put his hat on the post, and then flipped back and
Which,
started.
that's all right because that's showboaty stuff.
He's entertaining.
Yeah,
He's
I don't-
entertaining. I
I'm
like
just
him.
not real into him. I don't know. I never really see him in Impact when he was Trevor Lee, so I don't know. And he doesn't grab me.
Yeah.
Like Kyle O'Reilly, I like Bronson Reed ain't bad for being
Kyle
a big guy,
O'Reilly versus Finn Balor is going to be a blast.
and Thatcher ain't bad, but like that poor guy when he gets the main roster. See you later.
The problem is Kyle O'Reilly's never beating Finn Balor.
No, but it will be a good match.
Yeah.
And then Kyle O'Reilly, another guy, main roster. I don't think so.
And I said so. I was going to bring up something. We were talking, I think, SmackDown, and this is what I was going to bring up. This seems like it's going to be the first takeover in a while where I don't think Adam Cole's going to have a match.
Wow, yeah.
No, he doesn't.
You have Damian Priest and Gargano.
He hasn't
You
been
have
on TV.
Kyle and
No.
you have Kyle and Finn. You have
Io and Candice.
Io and Candice. It seems like they're definitely going to do Kushida and Dream, and you might even do Rhea and Raquel Gonzalez.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe and a tag match probably either Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch or the Undisputed Era against Breezango. So I think Adam Cole plays into the main event somehow, but I don't think he's going to have a match.
Yeah. I wonder if they just quietly move in the main roster. And that's the end of Adam Cole. Oh.
Maybe. And the other big angle two big angles we didn't really bring up. Three, actually. One's not that big. Candice attacked Tegan Knox in the back.
Yes.
There was some kind of news thing, and I don't know if I'm going to guess it's kayfabe. I'm going to guess it's a work thing where they said that Tegan tore ACL again and she's out for another year.
Oh,
I think that's storyline.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
They had this vignette. Somebody like going through like a dark performance center. There's all this green lighting.
Fallout.
Yeah, they're teasing something for 10/4/20, which is the day of Takeover.
Yeah,
They made it sound like a former champion might be coming back. I'm like, who? Bo Dallas?
Yeah, smashing the window, and yeah, because it ain't Pac. Maybe Sammy. Did he just drop his Intercontinental storyline?
KO.
Charlotte
Yeah,
Flair.
Kevin Owens. Yeah, Charlotte Flair. Paige. Emma.
Paige.
It's not Emma.
Ooh.
Not a champion.
Yeah. The dudes. Yeah, Bo Dallas is it.
Emma.
Big E.
Big E.
Yeah, Big
Seth?
Seth, but it ain't gonna be Seth.
First NXT
Ember
champion.
Moon.
Yeah, remember maybe.
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah.
That.
Because maybe she's good to wrestle. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe though. I don't.
They said former champion.
Well,
They kind of teased it. They didn't say it.
there was like a belt and a thing, right? Like a Batman. You know how Batman has stuff in his back cave, like the let's say like the Robin costume. It was like a thing like that, and whoever smashes it, it's like this hooded figure or whatever, and then they take the belt out. But you can't tell if it's the men's or the women's.
Interesting.
And then for the Cruiserweight title, that's still a thing. Isaiah Scott challenged Joaquin Escobar.
Oh,
yeah.
that's like this here is here, but we don't really care
Yeah.
Not Joaquin Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wild. And
about it. Okay.
I get.
So
next week.
who doesn't get him confused?
Next week we have Shotzi against Dakota, Io and Damian Priest against the Garganos. Gargano and Candice in a mixed tag. And it seems like most likely with that being the go-home show for TakeOver, you're going to get the Birch Lorcan and Roddy Bobby Fish match, which should be very good.
Yes.
Very good.
The only thing is the Germans need a little pizzazz.
The Germans.
a little something. When they come
Not
out,
Imperium. Not Imperium.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what am I thinking? I'm thinking Imperium, not Orny Lucan and.
I love Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch.
Yeah.
I love that team.
No, they're good. I'm thinking Imperium for some reason. They need some
The thing is,
something.
the two UK dudes were very.
bland.
No, they're one of the big things that it was hard for me to watch UK is they're both in the ring, and the only difference between one is one had an
little bit of hair.
Italian flag, and the other one had like their
Yeah.
tights. They had a different
Yeah.
flag on their tights.
Yeah,
They
like-
literally had the same gear.
Like someone go get some pants or something,
Yeah.
or some face paint, or
Somebody
get
get vaulting.
get a personality. I like how Drew Cornelius calls them the two that aren't Walter.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm looking forward to Takeover. Takeovers are usually always good, except the last one was not so hot. But
I still had a good time with it though.
Yeah, this one should be better.
It didn't blow me away, but it wasn't. I didn't hate it.
I guess I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it.
The main roster actually had the better show. I thought it was the first time in a long time where I thought the main
Yeah.
roster had a better
Ain't
take.
that
Was
something?
better than Takeover.
I didn't even watch the main roster. I'm just so sick of it.
Yeah.
Payback was pretty decent, actually.
Yeah. All right, let's get into AEW.
AEW, they lead off with the big debut. We had Miro and Kip Sabian defeating Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss, not the new Midnight Express. They just throw it through
which
Cornette a little bit.
that's so dumb. Don't do that.
I think they were just trying to fuck with Cornette.
Yeah, but like don't
They
do
were.
that just to fuck. Like if they were actually gonna make that the name, which I'm sure Tony Khan's like, okay, we can't do that on TV.
Yeah.
Like you want to fuck with them, do it on your own time. This match was not good.
Yeah.
Sabian
I mean,
almost died. That
Yeah.
wasn't good.
yeah.
Hey, Rusev looks awesome. It's huge, and all his stuff kind of looked pretty good, except when he would throw little Kip Sabian around. This was like when the local indie brings in a big name, and they put three
Yes.
people in the match
That's
with
what
him,
it felt like.
and the three people should not be in the match with him, and he's trying to make it work, and they're trying to make it work, and they're a little nervous, and they're like, we don't know what to do, and it's like, and then he's like, fuck, and it went way too long. Why can't it just be Rusev coming out, Miro coming out, beat the shit out of a guy for 2 minutes? That's all we want.
He should have turned around, kicked Kip in the head, and then beat the other two.
Yeah, beat them all up and put two of them in the accolade.
And then he leaves with Penelope for.
Yeah, Miro's arm is bigger than their legs.
Yeah, so
all three of their legs.
My fantasy booking here, what I would like to see happen is Kid Sabian eventually screws him over or says, "I'm just using this big meathead." But
I would have him be a huge
Miro takes his girl.
Yeah, that's what they should do. Yeah,
I think it's going to be like a FU to WWE, like the whole time that everything Miro's ever done is he wasn't good enough for the hot girl.
Yeah,
and I think in this storyline he takes Kid Sabian's girl.
Just make it like every woman in AEW is just smitten with Miro.
Yeah.
I have so many women. I don't know what to do with them all now.
And he showed off his comic book T-shirt.
Yeah, the best man. Yeah,
the best man shirt.
Which I like it, and he has new gear. He has a kind of like I guess Muay Thai shorts that are like biker shorts, but they're baggy.
And like the boots with the kick pads.
Yeah. So he looks awesome.
His traps got even bigger.
He should just be a good guy though. Like that's a top baby face.
He's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to turn. He'll go baby. I don't see this run being very long with him. This whole best man, the best man thing will be a thing.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be like a Mr. Studio girl. I think he's going to beat up Kip and take his girl.
He has no him and Kip have no chemistry at all.
No.
Like when they're trying to do every double team move flopped. And like when he did that one where he backdropped him to the outside, like he was landing on his head, and they like tossed him like for a suplex on the apron, and that looked bad. I was like, oh, I don't know. The only one that looked good there was Miro. The rest of them looked bad, like indie level bad.
Yeah,
like not indie level, all just like bad indie.
Yeah,
like it was not good.
I would agree. Next match.
Yeah.
Next match was, and we had Kenny Omega on commentary again. Being a little more subtle this time, I think, with being a dick. But Hangman Page beat Evil Uno of the Dark Order.
I thought this match was pretty good.
I like the pants on him.
Oh, yeah, Hangman. And then when he came out, it said, apparently sticking with the lug pants. You
know,
yeah.
That's funny how they do little things. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad match.
Very, very solid match. I enjoyed it a lot.
I actually watched Evil Uno Twitch live stream WWE Battlegrounds, 2K Battlegrounds. He's playing Battlegrounds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'll do some stuff sometime with those new Legacy guys, the ones that kind of broke the whole thing. I know Austin, that's on our show sometimes. He's a big fan of them.
Yeah.
And they do a big thing every year, like a 24-hour stream for the Canadian Cancer Society. I think that's something that Evil Uno is very much a big part
cool.
of.
I know the one podcast that's going in Raw. They just did a 24-hour stream where they did different games and stuff. Raise money for.
I streamed
Could
today.
you imagine?
I streamed today for almost 2 hours, and I was like, I'm fucking over this.
Yeah, 24 hours. I couldn't do it. But hey. To all the Medicare, that's great, especially if they raise money for things.
I streamed and I did random kids try to playing with random teammates on Fortnite.
Oh boy!
And I played with this kid from like Austria who barely had
Was it Walter?
I don't know. The kid he knew like 3 words of English and all he did was scream in the microphone.
Oh boy!
Like, you want to play again?
Were those 3 ethnic slurs?
No, he's like, do you want? And then he kept saying, "You want to play again?" And I was like, "I'm good, man.
I gotta go.
Yeah,
I gotta go to the dentist."
Yeah.
But anyway, Hangman is looking good. Obviously, he's building up the Hangman versus Kenny. Kenny, great wrestler, not so great on the commentary.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Me and Hangman were supposed.
He has a hard time.
Have a tag match.
He has a hard. That's what.
Now we are not having a tag match.
When people talk about like being the elite, I was like, Kenny looks cringy.
Yeah, like his acting is like too like, and even Matt like Jackson, his is a bit much. Like, tone it down.
So I stopped watching Be the Elite. I can't do it no more.
Right now, it is very good right now.
Is it?
Yeah, especially the Dark Order. When so you know John Silver, the bald one with the beard, and then Alex Reynolds, they came into the scene right wearing Brody Lee's coat, like the classic Scooby Doo. It's 2 guys wearing a trench coat. He's like, "Hey, everybody, shut the fuck up!" And he's like pretending to be Brody, and then Brody walks in. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Reynolds, put him down, cause I ain't looking up." And then the jacket's real huge on John Silver. That was so funny.
All right, next match.
Next match was our TNT title match where Mr. Brody Lee defeats Orange Cassidy. Match-wise, this was, I think, my favorite match on AEW.
I thought it was a good match.
I thought it was a good match, too.
Of course, you had all the cronies out there, like John Silver. I like the one part of his brother. He's like, "Come up here with the belt." He holds the belt and he just kicks him off the apron.
I like how they all hold Orange Cassidy so Brody can do a dive, but they take the dive too like they're making the sacrifice. That's fun. I was just waiting for Orange Cassidy to bust out the Chikara special.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
Just go on. I think you can go on YouTube and type in Brody Lee versus Fire Ant, and a lot of stuff will come up.
Yeah. I thought they had they had a good match together.
And Excalibur goes when he does the dive, when Brody Lee does dive. He's like going through the ropes like a big rig. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
They just call him the big rig, Brody Lee. But yeah, good match.
We can go right in the
And then
storyline here.
yeah, what happened at the end?
Yeah,
Somebody came, the new Just for Men sponsor came.
There's some TV show, I guess, where a guy has like jet black hair.
Bobby Rotten from Lazy Town. If you have kids that are older, if you have kids, or if you yourself were a kid, maybe about 20 years ago, you remember Lazy Town.
Yeah, I don't know.
The guy looks like he's made of plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this weird. First, the lights go off, and I text my friend, and go Sabu, and then they come back on. This is a weird thing, and I'm like, oh, it's Cody. And then Cody comes out.
The commentary tried to play it off too long, like they didn't know who it was.
Who's this? And his music started that. I'm like, well, you know, it's Cody's music. So it's not
all right.
Fucking, I don't know, Okada coming out. It's Cody. He comes out with his jet black hair that looks even faker than the blonde hair, and even like his real hair is like dark brown.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't.
Well, here's the thing. This is where people are I'm gonna get shit on for this. The whole Cody, like, he's the big deal of the entire company.
Well, he's back to get revenge.
Like
remember
this
they beat the hell out of him.
like I told you, like the whole, like he's like the martyr where he gets beat up and he's like Jesus, and now he's coming through the gates, like he's like fucking coming through the gates of heaven.
He gets the big time entrance, which I'm like, well, maybe Kenny should get that. Entrance.
I'm just so like listen. I think what AEW is doing is great. I think the Elite is fantastic. I think they've changed pro wrestling. I respect Cody. I respect his family. I just like the whole just shoving it in my face. It's just like when the smoke hit, I'm like, it's Cody, and then the gates open and he came out and he was just like a bad. I was like, bah.
I didn't mind that. The most strong thing was his black hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of the problem there is that we're so used to WWE and we're so used to them not knowing how to actually book a baby face that when you book one right, it's just like, well, why is like a super? Because that's what your baby face is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And they just don't do it. So maybe that's why there's such a culture shock or just a shock of it.
Yeah, I didn't mind. And then of course he's gonna come back and get revenge because they beat the hell out of him, and they cut up the old title and threw it, So it makes sense, and obviously that's gonna be a match of pay-per-view. I don't think they're gonna do it next week. But then Brody does that promo backstage. We'll skip to that, where he has the dog collar. He's like, I'll challenge you to a dog collar match. Well, why did you have that dog collar? Did you just carry that around with you normally?
Don't king shame Andy.
Yeah, like they challenge him to a match. I'm like, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be a dog collar match. Don't have it. Like maybe you had a chain, like you'd be holding a chain, like I have an idea. We're gonna use this chain or one like it, and we're gonna chain ourselves together with dog collars, you son of a bitch. I have this dog collar. That'd be like, I have this barbed wire bat and all these thumbtacks, and we're gonna have a death match, and it's gonna be a barbed wire thumbtack death match because I had these items on me. Why did you bring those items?
By the way, how much you would have bet during that dog collar match Cody bleeds from the ear?
Oh my god! Yeah, like Rick Valentine.
Piper.
He's gonna bleed like a pig.
They're gonna bleed all over each other in that match. But I didn't mind the Cody thing, but man, that black hair. He's like my friends go, that's just so jarring because it's been blonde for so long and it's so black. It's black. It's like black, so black.
He looked like a magician.
Yeah, what's his name? Spellbinder, Fantasio.
Suit looked good.
Yeah, suit was nice. He looked like a vampire.
Yeah.
Cody's a vampire now. He died, and Jesus
just the over elaborated. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I guess I watched him be a gimmick in WWE for so long, and now he's like they're trying to make him like the main dude, and it's just like I'm not buying into it yet. I don't know. Like I said, I like him as a person. I like the whole idea. I don't know.
He did put the figure 4 on 5 though, so that's a sentence.
Yeah, even like when I was a kid though, and like you threw Hogan in my face, I was like, I like Macho Man more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of always been my thing. Like,
I mean, you have to have your big baby face.
Like,
it should probably be Miro. But.
So my homework for Not Cool in high school was to watch the Harry Potter movie.
Yeah.
And normally every time I watch a movie, and it's like you're supposed to, except like Batman, but like usually when there's like a movie and like this is the main character, you should like him the most. I always I like the supporting actor a little better. Like I always kind of gravitate to that. And Harry's like the first time ever, but like just Cody's supposed to be the guy you're supposed, and I'm just like, I'm not into it.
There's always that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like with Roman Reigns. Like, well, here's what you're supposed to like. We're like, we don't like him. So
yeah.
I think the only guy who was always like, yeah, that's him. That's the number one guy in your company. Where I was like, yeah, I'm with it. Was Austin.
Yeah.
I think that was the only one.
Yeah, who could argue?
Sean. But even when Sean was supposed to be the guy that you're supposed to like, there was still like the whole like Brett and Sean thing.
Yeah.
So that was
Also,
kind of
you had The Rock too. So
Yeah.
You usually always had your choice. It's always, usually when they get one big guy, there's always another guy. It's like right
like
after his
WWE,
coattails.
WWE at that time. If you like when it comes to character development, it was like, are you a Sean guy? Are you a Brett guy? Are you an Undertaker guy? Are you a Rock guy? Are you a Stone Cold guy? Like it was just like there was like 5 huge names.
Yeah, they well, every good Fed should have like at least 4 main
And then-
events.
and
Like
then you had- then
New
you had the-
Japan always has 4 big guys.
And then you had the sneaker Jericho in there, who people didn't understand yet and didn't realize
No.
how huge he was going to
I mean,
be.
you had Eddie coming up, and
Yeah.
you got Big Show, who was Big Show. But
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
Kane, so
Because like when people think the Attitude Era, they like Jericho doesn't even get brought up really heavily. Like they're like, no, it's Rock,
he
Stone
was
Cold.
there the whole time.
Yeah, and it's just like it's crazy to think about. All right,
And
let's
there are
get
people like who remember from WWE like, come on, push Jericho, come on.
Yeah,
yeah. And every time he got a mic, man, he crushed. You
Well, he
put
just came in and he made a lot of enemies very quickly.
yeah. Let the boobies hit the floor.
yeah,
And one of them wound up marrying boss's daughter.
Whoa.
yeah.
So anyway, back to the matches. Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida beat Diamante and Ivelisse. Shida got the pin on Diamante.
This was not good too. Apparently, Ivelisse and Thunder Rosa do not like each other and do not want to work with each other. So all their stuff looks shitty.
Yeah.
Not more so. It's on Ivelisse, who is not good wrestler. They remember 16 years veteran. What was she doing for 16 years? Not wrestling good because
Yeah.
she sucks. And Diamante sucks a little bit less.
They were still laying shit in there, though.
Yeah, they were like, and then you see Thunder
chops.
Rosa's like, I'm gonna give it right back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck with Thunder Rosa. She does MMA. Like, I don't know.
4 years in pro wrestling, and she's already like the biggest thing in the world.
and she's already better than most of them. Man, I think she's even better than Hikaru. But Hikaru's good. Just the match, just because you got 2 people that don't want to work
Do
together.
you have her beat Shida for the and have like be a double champ for 2 companies?
if you can sign her?
Yeah, that's the big
yeah.
if.
Yeah, if you could sign her. I mean, who knows what's gonna happen there? I mean, obviously, when her contract's up, she's gonna sign there.
The only
Why
problem with that,
wouldn't
I'll get into that towards the end of AEW. All right, let's
But-
get into
but
the
I
next
was gonna
match.
say-
I would love to see Thunder Rosa wrestle Nyla. I think they could have a great
she?
match.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Thunder Rosa versus most people in the roster would be pretty good.
I
But
agree.
if that Ivelisse, how she no-sold last time, or she gave her a step, or I'd be like, you know what? We don't need you. You're fired.
Yeah.
Because that just exposes, and like, who does that make look good? Oh, you're a big badass. You wouldn't sell for the world champion that came in. Fuck you, you're out.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and then she's gonna have an air match where she shits, and all she cares about is fixing her hair. Put it in a braid or something. Fire Ivelisse. That's
Yeah.
what I say.
And then our main event for the AEW title, they had to kind of scramble here because they were going to do that 6-man, but
Oh, real quick.
Lance
I'm sorry,
Archer-
real fast.
Oh.
I just remembered something about that last one. So before this match, FTR was supposed to come
Oh
out.
yeah.
And they looked like they were going to have a match, and then said no, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
So here's the cool thing about this is I don't know if this was by design or if I'm just overlooking it and or overreading it. They obviously, it would have been a great night for tag team wrestling to be showcased, and what a great way to do it would be the FTR. But they kind of said like in story, but kind of looked like they were like, no, let the ladies go out there and do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's her name comes down with her face paint, but
Yeah,
half
but that was cool. Yeah.
but animal. So it was
Yeah.
kind of like they kind of passed the torch to females to do the tag team to kind of honor animal and not so much them.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that, but yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that. I feel bad they didn't honor it that well.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I think the champions honored it.
Yeah, it wasn't their fault.
Yeah.
It was the 2 Mia Yims, as my friend said, because they
That's
both
it.
have Mia Yim's gimmick.
Yeah.
Um,
Me and Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah, I kind of like the FTR thing where like if you can't beat them in 20 minutes, they just win.
I like that. I like that thing.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
All right. I'm sorry.
I'm
so
gonna
main event.
wrestle Brock Lesnar. And if he can't beat me in 2 seconds, I win.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. And I'm the champ.
He's still gonna win. He's still gonna win.
You'd be like the genius having a win over Hulk Hogan back in the day.
All right. Main event.
Yeah, main event time. John Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston gets or John Moxley rather gets the win with the Bulldog choke. Kingston does not tap out. He passes out from the hold. Then we'll jump right into the angles here because we had a big one at the end where you had the Lucha Bros run in and beat up Moxley right after the bell. Taz comes out with Ricky Starks. No Brian Cage. He might have COVID. He said he's under the weather. They haven't said exactly what's wrong with him. And so then you have Eddie Kingston, the Lucha Bros, and Ricky Starks lay out John Moxley, Darby Allin, and Will Hobbs after the main event. So I'm guessing that's how Dynamite was supposed to
Dude,
end. but
Ricky
they just
Starks,
got there a different way.
Yeah.
and Darby Allin work like they fucking hate each other.
They-
He
they
came in and hit
do.
him with that clothesline. I'm like, you were gonna kill each. Like
Stop
you're
giving each other receipts. You're even.
Just-
Darby Allin is Kenny. Everybody just beats the hell out of him.
Yeah.
But I think Darby Allin likes it. I think he
Pro-
tells
yeah.
people he's like, yo, when
Hey,
He
you
likes it now, but he's going to be in a wheelchair when he's 40.
yeah,
Yeah.
like he's like when you hit the ring, Ricky,
Yeah, just
fucking
blast the
kill
helmet.
me.
And he's probably like, all right.
Because
That's what I would say.
I mean, because
all right.
Darby did the inside out spin
Yeah.
with it, but I mean, like he did the inside out, but he almost didn't land the inside out because Starks hit him so hard. Like I was like, Jesus, like it's like they're like, let's just go ahead and kick the
Yes,
shit. Out of each
Darby's
other.
wrestling career was not gonna be real long, taking insane bumps all the time.
Yeah.
Like you gotta like pick and choose your crazy bumps.
Mhm.
But yeah, this like Brandon said, this is probably the ending they wanted to do with a 6-man. So and then when Archer it's 6, so when he comes back in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Now the thing with this main event is I liked Eddie. I always
thought that match was very good.
he won me over even more with this match because not like once again when I said like with Cameron Grimes where he has the small things like the facial expressions
Mhm.
and the stuff in the ring, Eddie has that too.
Yeah.
Like his facial expressions in the match, like when he got the choke out and he did the thing, like
Yeah.
and the way he fell, he couldn't just fall and roll over and lie on his back because he had to act knocked out. So he
Yeah.
kind of was in like an awkward position. And I don't know if he said it to the ref or if the ref kind of like on his part was like they did an MMA thing where he kind of like rolled and landed on him, so he was able to get out of that awkward position where he looked like because he like where he was sitting, and then when the ref hit it, he was able to lay on his back and be more knocked out. But I don't know, like that small stuff for me, like where it made it look more real. But he's good, man. He could talk well on the mic, and the small things in the matches he does really well.
The chops were stiff and everything.
Yeah.
I believe they wrestled each other in CZW back in the day.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
believe.
a lot. A
Yeah.
ton, yeah.
So
And the thing with Eddie Kingston is, I mean, at this point, there's so much mileage on him that he can't do some things physically that he could do when he was younger. But he has such a great presence, a great character, a great knowledge of it.
Charisma's through the roof.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Him
just-
and Jericho would have great promos together.
Yeah. So just have him wrestle every now and then. That way, keep him
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. All right, let's go to some storylines because we did miss some big ones.
Matt Jackson busted up Tony Schiavone's phone. The Young Bucks are still dicks.
Yeah. What a prick. A little bit too much overacting there.
Yeah.
Tone it down.
Yeah.
Tony's great though.
Matt Hardy promo. I accused Jericho of being the one that attacked him after the match. Jericho comes out and says, I wouldn't hide it if I did. And he brings out Sammy Guevara. Sammy's back. It all leads to Private Party kind of standing up for Matt Hardy. And we're going to have Isaiah Cassidy and Jericho next week.
Yeah.
Good for Isaiah.
The first Private Party guy, not so good on the mic. The second guy, a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody else get the impression that maybe Private Party's turning heel and they're the ones that roughed up Matt Hardy?
That's what I thought. Like I thought before even Jericho came out, maybe they did it
Yeah.
because they don't like him. We don't like you. We hate the Hardy Boys. We like the Dudley Boys.
And I mean, once again, House of Glory guys getting good love.
Yeah.
And on AEW Dark,
Rembrandt.
getting
Yeah.
some
Rembrandt
love, man.
Lewis.
What a cool dude, man. I like him a
Right.
lot. If you guys are listening to this, and if you're not from our area and you're listening and you're a fan who is not from the Pennsylvania area, you just kind of fell into us. Rembrandt performs a lot at PPW in Hazleton, and he's just like him and the rest of the House of Glory guys, just really, really talented dudes. And the one night he did a moonsault from the top turnbuckle to the outside of the ring and hit his shins off a solid steel guardrail.
Mhm.
And everyone in the building cringed, and all of us thought 100% he broke his leg.
Yeah.
He stood back up and he finished the match on his own 2 feet, like knowing he was in pain.
Yeah.
Just a tough fucking dude. Great personality, and I like his character, like the little Weekend style character, and just even on camera he's just amazing, but off camera, very, very nice kid. Like I like him a lot. Good dude. So good for him.
Anybody happen to remember who won the last match Rembrandt was in PPW?
Yeah, you beat him. Yeah,
It was Battle Royal, was it?
yeah. Well,
It was the four-way.
Oh yeah, yeah, four-way. I
four-way,
forgot
yeah.
about that. Jesus.
But you didn't.
I
a
wrestled
while.
so many
He
people there, it's
didn't.
like,
He didn't take the fall.
He
though.
did not.
He did not take the
Yeah.
fall because he is still undefeated at PPW because he didn't take any
Yeah.
falls.
Who threw him out of Battle Royal?
Yeah. And he
Hey,
said,
you have
Who
his
should,
number.
who should be on AEW Dark?
And he said during the Pro Bowl, he goes, Andy Hitter's getting a title shot.
Yeah.
Who has he beat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, he just threw you out, remember, Brad?
Yeah. Put me in a, yeah, wish I knew private party. Anyway, good for him, though.
Yeah, super nice guy. I'm happy for him. And I reached out to him and said congratulations, brother, and he reached back out and said
cool.
thank you for the support.
And again, he did not take the fall. His partner did. Fuego del Sol took.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
undefeated at AEW.
Wow, how about that? Yeah.
He's killing it.
Undefeated everywhere.
All right. Storyline wise, is there anything else?
That was pretty much it. Unless I'm missing something kind of that was quick. We do have some stuff for next week. Jericho and Cassidy. Dr. Britt Baker returns. We kind of went over FTR and SCU in the 20-minute challenge match. We are getting Darby Allin and Ricky Starks next week, and then John Moxley will be making an appearance.
So Jericho went from one Cassidy to another. How about it?
Yeah.
Now it's Cassidy with a K.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
And Jericho had a little bit of a thing with MJF.
Yeah, they did that thing. Why'd you call me loser?
Yeah.
So eventually they got to wrestle, but that's when Jericho turns face. So.
Yeah. They were kissing each
Down the
other's
road,
ass,
yeah.
and then I still think they'd be a great tag team.
They should do that where who's gonna turn? You know?
Yeah, I would have Jericho and him tag team and not him and
Yeah, Jake Hager.
Jake Hager. Yeah, that's it. Before Brian, because I'm going to give Brian a little vocal break here because he's got the topic here. I just want to do a quick little recap review of what I've been experiencing so far in WWE 2K Battlegrounds.
Oh, okay.
So if you get the game, you get a handful of characters right off the bat. You don't get all 70.
Yeah, which is okay. I like unlocking people.
The way you go about unlocking things is really fun. Like it keeps the replay value high. It makes you want to go in every day and do your daily challenges because that's how you get your most coins. It makes you want to go play the career mode, which is really fun. Like because you get they give you creative characters they made, but each character it kind of teaches you how to play is each class.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a giant tutorial. Now I do have one beef. It is one of those games when you get closer to the end, the difficulty goes up.
Okay.
But the difficulty doesn't seem like it's like that they're just the computer's good at the game.
It's cheap.
It's cheap difficulty
Ugh, that
where
sucks.
they just fucking reverse everything.
Ugh.
No matter what you do,
Yeah.
they just reverse so it's just like I'm at the part where I have to wrestle The Rock and he beats me within a minute and a half.
Oh, man.
No matter what I do, and even if I try to switch it up or
Yeah.
even try to cheese him, he reverses everything.
Turn it down.
And the you can't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then once you're another thing in career mode too is just in the game where I mean I guess it would when you're playing the computer it's hard, but I guess when you're playing people the reason they didn't make it like the window to reverse something is fucking quick.
Oh God.
It's really quick. And it's not like it's like a button like a tap R trigger to reverse. It's one of the 4 buttons on your like Xbox, like X square. I'm trying to I'm not a PlayStation. I know you guys are PlayStation, but it's the reverse windows are really really tight. That's tough for me. And then when you get further in the game, they reverse everything, and it gets cheesy.
Yeah.
It gets super cheesy. Besides that, the game is so much fun. Tons of skins in the game.
Really cool.
So I think
So it's not like the other games where it's like this outfit is a different character. You know how there's like that's so dumb.
Nope.
That was so stupid.
So I'm guessing when Dude Love and Cactus
I think there's
Jack,
3 separate characters because
they are 3 separate characters. Yeah. And some characters only have 2 skins. Some characters have 3. No one has more than 3.
And they can always make more.
Yeah. But so when you unlock the character, you unlock the main character, then you have to spend coins to unlock their other outfits.
Okay.
So you don't get the guy and get all 3 outfits. So I mean, there's tons of replay value to unlock everything.
Yeah, that's cool. And I like unlocking rather than just we'll pay $5.99 and you can get.
And you don't have. I mean, there is microtransactions in there to do that, but it's not like a one big time thing too, where you unlock everything with one button, like the old ones. You have to. It makes you work for it. Then they have a store mode where they kind of add, like right now, the store mode I think is going for another like maybe 10 more days. But for like 9,000 coins, you get Andre the Giant and all 3 of his skins in one bundle.
Oh, okay.
And you save a ton of coins.
Yeah.
Then they have Undertaker's already unlocked, but you can get Ministry Undertaker and Dead Man Undertaker, like Dead Man Walking, American Badass.
Yeah, Biker Undertaker.
And then they have a 2-pack where you get Naomi and Nikki Cross
Okay.
as the cost of one.
I got
coins.
the pre-order Edge that came in mine.
Yeah.
I was
So
like, oh, that's cool.
pre-order Edge, you'll get pre-order Edge, and then the deluxe version of what I got, it gave me The Rock, Stone Cold, and Ronda already all unlocked,
Oh, okay.
and all 3 of their outfits.
Which I'm sure you unlock them normally because they're on the cover of the game.
Yeah, they are. They're normally in there, but they come pre-unlocked for me.
Okay.
Create a character is a lot of fun. It looks very, like Brian was kind of saying, it looks very non-existent, but it is something that when you go in there, there's a lot more to unlock, and they're going to add more skins and more outfits and stuff. And then you have to do another mode with your create a character to level him up, like a gauntlet mode.
Okay.
And the gauntlet mode is the only way you can level up your create a characters.
Oh, okay. Which is good and bad, because then if you're playing 2 players and like, oh, I made, Okada, I want to be Okada. Oh, I didn't play that thing, so he sucks. That's
Pretty much.
That's the thing that happened in the old games. Like, that
Yeah.
kinda sucks.
Yeah.
But other than that, it sounds really good. There's 72 people in the game. How many people roughly did you start with, would you say?
Like 10.
Oh, really? Wow. So that's a
Yeah.
lot of unlocking. 72 people in the game, and then next month, 72 for free.
72 characters and 3 skins each character for the most part.
And this game is $40.
Yeah.
I don't see how anyone could talk shit about it. Even though the current product sucks, the game looks really good.
It's
looks
fun.
fun. Electrified cage match where you get the money and
Yeah. My only beef, one other beef I had, unlock Shawn Michaels,
Mhm.
go to do my finishing move, and I do a suplex.
oh, because that's original Shawn Michaels, and that was his finisher.
But I don't even know how to do the sweet chin.
Yeah, if that's like 91 Shawn Michaels, he didn't have the Sweet Chin music yet.
That might be it then.
Yeah.
Teardrop suplex.
Yeah, the teardrop suplex. So
Yeah.
that's probably why. He
Yeah.
might have the super kick, but he might not. So if he doesn't, it's actually true.
But
to
it
that
it
character.
looks like his skin looks like second run Shawn.
Really. You
Yeah.
don't have like the moo cow pants I call him with the like
No, like
zebra
the white.
cow?
Nope, he doesn't.
Now,
do
were
it.
you doing it from the front, like your front special, or
Yeah.
like
There is no front or back.
Oh, it's just
maybe you have to
special?
do it from the ground? Is there like a ground special?
I think everything's just stand up
Oh.
specials.
Well, when I mess with it, I'll
Yeah.
let you know.
I mean, like I said, there is stuff in there that they don't really talk about when it comes to the moves.
Mhm.
But it's. I mean, I'm having a good time with it.
Cool.
I'm having a
I
lot of fun.
played through the story part, and the only like actual like I didn't unlock anybody. I don't think. I think it was like trying to unlock Daniel Bryan, but
have
I
to-
did.
you have to
I
pay
did
for
play
him.
as Yokozuna,
Yeah, there you go.
and his special was the light drop. I couldn't figure out how to do the bonsai drop.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to do the bonsai either. The cool thing with this game too is the career mode unlocks characters,
Mhm.
right? So when you open up your screen to unlock characters, they all look like they're toys. They're
Okay.
inside action figure cases.
Oh, that's
and then
cool.
when you unlock them, they
Yeah.
bust out of their packaging.
Oh.
There is a cool thing though is the ones that are listed that are that you have to pay for your coins to unlock.
Mhm.
Are not the same characters you unlock when you play the story mode. So if you're looking for like Alexa Bliss, Ember Moon, trying to think who else is in there. There's certain characters like where the hell are they? You have to unlock them in story mode. Like you beat the character and then after the character you go up like a bar like a tree and you click it and it says you unlocked Alexa Bliss.
Oh, okay.
And then you don't have to pay for her. You did it in story mode.
Okay, but if you wanted to pay, you could.
Nope.
Oh, really? Oh.
So pretty much the ones that you have to unlock via story mode, you have to beat the story mode to unlock them.
Oh, okay.
So they're not
That's fine.
gonna rip you out of coins of a
I
character.
got you.
Yeah, because your coins are obviously you want
currency,
to.
yeah.
Your currency is valuable, and they want you to use it to unlock characters.
Yeah.
So they're not going to make you spend currency
When,
on a
when
character
you're gonna get that character no matter
for
what.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So which
that's smart.
I think that's cool. They do that because for a while there, I was like, shit, I may not want to unlock any characters because I might just get them for free in career
Yeah.
mode.
Now here's a question: can the guys wrestle girls?
No,
Because I seen like this one match. I'm like, I think they can. They
Nope.
should in that game. They should be able to.
it says exhibition men, exhibition women.
Oh, okay.
You
I
can.
don't think they should do that.
They're actually in 2 separate complete screens.
Really wow.
Yeah.
For that game, like it's basically Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Ryu has been fighting Chun-Li for 30 years now. So.
Yeah. Nope. No men and women can't do it. It's like I said, I'm having a good time with it. Just having some
Yeah, I didn't get to play
a
yet.
little frustrated that once you get further in the story mode, characters just
The
reverse
difficulty spikes. Yeah.
everything. Like annoyingly, they reverse everything.
There was one match that always drove me nuts in No Mercy. It's my favorite wrestling game ever. But it's when you're doing that champion mode and you're in the world title path and you have the no DQ falls count anywhere match against the APA handicap.
Yeah, I remember that. That's
And
so
the
hard.
only way I could ever win it would be to go in the back and get on the flatbed truck and grab a weapon And anytime one of them would come up, you just hit them with the weapon.
I was an
was
Irish
the
whip
only way to
guy.
win that.
Irish whip one out of the ring, beat
Oh,
up the
yeah.
other, then
Yeah,
Irish
try
whip
to
him. Yeah.
hit your like save a special and then quick hit it. And
Yep.
Just running attacks.
yeah,
Yep.
that
Running
was so
running
hard.
attacks, running grapple attacks,
Yeah.
and Irish whipping people out. I like the Royal Rumble. You're just as soon as they run in, Irish whip out.
Yeah.
As soon as they run in, Irish whip out. Yep.
Yeah, the game looks fun though, and it's only $40. So.
Yeah, it's the Royal Rumble's a lot of fun. It can get
And
very.
I heard that
challenging.
all the pre-order people they're gonna give you for free next month too. So
Yeah.
you know, if you don't have Edge, just wait.
Yeah, the only pre-order was Edge, and
Yeah.
you'll get them. I'm excited to see
But
more.
here's a game that could go on forever because it's wacky. You can have all the old guys in it.
Yeah. The only thing is when you unlock Finn Balor,
Mm-hmm.
he has 3 outfits.
Okay.
Not one of them is a demon.
Oh, maybe Demon's a separate character.
I think Demon's gonna be a separate thing. When you unlock Bray Wyatt, so you get the Fiend,
Yeah.
then you unlock him as Bray Wyatt, but he doesn't come out. He's still the Bray Wyatt. He's not the Fiend. But
Swamp Bray Wyatt, like with the hat. And...
yep. So you get the old Eater of Worlds Bray
Okay.
Wyatt. Then you get the new sweater Bray Wyatt,
Okay.
and then you get the Fiend Bray Wyatt.
Oh, okay.
Mick Foley is white button-down shirt with Socko,
Okay.
and then Mick Foley with the brown,
Yeah, Mankind mask.
the Mankind.
yeah.
Well, Mankind, those 2 Mankinds, but you
Yeah.
have the beginning
The
Mankind,
brown
and
tights with the white
Triple
shirt,
H
yeah.
with short hair, no hair, long hair. I'm trying to think if there's any other cool skins that I kind of caught on. Nothing I can
Probably
think.
a bunch of different outfits, I would assume.
Oh, Ember Moon's outfits, all 3 of those are like actual stuff they wore.
Yeah.
So it's not like they just took a character and just said, "All right, put them in a white suit."
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one, like for the most part, every single character's skin is something they legit wore.
Oh, that's cool.
So like Mickey James's 3 outfits are all 3 things she's wore.
Yeah.
Alexa's are all 3 things she wore. Like so, I think that's a really cool touch.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna step out for 1 second, and then you guys can start birthdays, and then we'll get into the topic.
Okay.
That's some birthdays this week. We had nothing for Friday, nothing for the 18th, but on Saturday we had a few. We had one of the older ones this week. Saturday was the 19th was the 76th birthday of Gerald Briscoe,
Wow, how about that? Recently fired Gerald Briscoe.
and now I guess he's doing a new thing where he's working with an agency where they're going to be scouting like MMA fighters, wrestlers, things like that. And just signing them on as agents. He's working with some established sports agent, and he's going to be scouting more. That's what he's been doing with WWE for a while, anyway.
Well, that's cool. He probably love it and make good money, so good for him.
And then I don't know what name to use for her, but it was Saturday was also the 35th birthday of Renee Young, Renee Paquette, Renee Good, Renee Ambrose, whatever you want to
Renee Moxley.
Renee Moxley. Renee's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Renee. She was 35 on Saturday. Sunday we had a bunch on the 20th of September. Sunday we had Arn Anderson, 62
Ooh,
years
double A.
old, double A.
62 always looked 42.
And then a little bit older than that, at 70, we had Greg the Hammer Valentine,
Wow.
but it took him 40 years just to get warmed up.
Yeah.
So then we had a younger guy, bright future guy, definitely, I think, 31 years old. Just came off a long run with the Impact Tag titles. Ethan Page,
Okay, yeah.
at 31 years old on Sunday. And then,
yeah, I'm Facebook friends with him, and he had a Spider-Man cake.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And then also, well,
Joel
45 years old.
45. Wow, I wouldn't think he's that old, but makes sense.
Quintessential stud muffin is
Yeah.
45 years old. I don't know if I ever told this on the show, but in 2006, I went to the show in Edison, New Jersey. It was a Ring of Honor show in Edison, New Jersey that August, I want to say.
Okay.
It was the night that Danielson was the champion, and it was the night that him and Samoa Joe had the 1 hour Broadway. And they did Davey Richards against Kenta was like the match under that, and that was really good too. And as we're walking out of the, I think it was like the Inman Sports Center there in Edison.
Yeah, the hockey
Joel Gert-
arena.
Yeah, the hockey arena, yeah. When I see that new arena, the new roller roost thing in Pottsville, I think of that. Like when I saw the ring, I'm like, oh, that looks like the
Yeah, the Edison
Inman
place.
Center in Edison.
Yeah, I was there a couple times.
And this one I saw as we're walking out, there's just this guy handing out flyers, and he's just saying the same thing to everybody. And I'll still remember it, even though it's been 14 years to this day. He's like, Loki against Azrael, Jay Lethal against Sanjay Dutt. Now that I say that, I think I might have gotten those mixed up. And we look over, I'm like, it's Joel Gertner. But it was when he had lost a ton of weight. He was like really, really skinny.
Wow.
And yeah, so he wasn't trying to like use his fame. He wasn't trying to like ham it up or anything. But he's just very quietly, very respectfully handing out flyers.
Was he plugging Jersey All Pro? That's what that sounds
No,
like.
I think he was promoting a show in Connecticut. I think it was something he was involved with the promotion.
That's weird. Hey, did you enjoy this show in Edison, New Jersey? Want to come to a show in Connecticut? No.
Rich fans traveled. I was actually at the show the night before in Long Island.
Really? Wow.
That was the one where they did Joe and AJ were wrestling. They did Delirious and Nigel for the Pure title. Danielson and Jack Evans.
Oh,
I think I mentioned it last week. The only time I was ever up in that Long Island. That was way in Long Island.
Yeah, way out.
And then going to Monday the 21st, that was the 66th birthday of Ricky Morton.
Ooh, there we go. Rock and roll, baby.
Wrestled Joey Janela at, not Bloodsport. That would be something.
Yeah, Spring Break.
Spring Break. They also announced that the blow-up doll from DDT is in the Clusterfuck Battle Royal this year.
Hiki.
Gonna win it.
I forget the name. Hikikaru or something. I forget.
Could win it. Could definitely win it. Tuesday, speaking of old guys, and this is for the oldest guy this week, Tuesday was the 78th birthday of Ole Anderson.
Wow.
And he said it was the shits.
It's the shits.
Moving on to yesterday, we had, and they acknowledged it on Dynamite, Matt Hardy, 46 yesterday. Kyrie, and again, I don't know how to say, what name is it? Kyrie Singh, Kyrie Hojo, who knows? 32 years old.
Wow. She's not that old. Went back to Japan.
Yeah. So I guess she's Kyrie Hojo again now.
Yeah.
And so Angel Garza also birthday yesterday, 28 years old. So today, and Tony, you're back. You had a birthday for today, right?
Oh, yeah.
2 birthdays.
Deshaun Pratt today. Today, I believe his is today, and I don't know if it was yesterday or today, but also
Jay Kuiper, right?
Yes, thank you. So 2 PPW guys' birthdays today, so happy birthday to those guys.
And Deshaun, I don't know if you know this, he's an Egyptian pharaoh, and he is actually 3,000 years old today.
Yeah, wow, how about that?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
The funky pharaoh, too.
Looking great for 3,000.
He does. He does look a day over 2,950.
Nope.
And then also birthdays today on the bigger stage, somebody I'm sure everybody's rooting for, everybody's wishing nothing but the best for, Sonya Deville, 27 today.
Oh.
And then a little bit older, Stephanie McMahon, 44 years old today. And another guy who just recently went through a name change, Slapjack. Resolution, whatever, Retribution, whatever their name is. He is 35 today. Shane Thorne.
Hopefully when he's 36, he won't
be
be
Shane
Slapjack
Thorne.
anymore, yeah. At least he gets to wear a full
Shane Hayes.
Yeah, at least he gets to wear a full mask, though.
Yeah.
That's one, I'd want to wear a full mask if I was.
What's his name?
Or as CM Punk said, when you get bored and have a paper plate and catering or something like that.
What's his name does look cooler with the mask, though. With his hair, longer hair.
Theo
Maddox, yeah.
Who I've never seen him wrestle, so I don't know if he's good or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, there we go for birthdays. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I did I won't go into detail on these because I don't want to run too long here. We got a lot to do with the main thing we're doing, but the things we're going to go over today as far as in history. September 4th, 2006, TNA announced the signing of Kurt Angle. September 23rd.
I think he's going to go back.
You never know. Maybe. You never know.
September 23rd, 1987. So this would have been 33 years ago yesterday. And in Hershey, PA.
Ooh.
It was taped that day, but it aired on about 10 days later. The Mega Powers were formed.
Ooh, how about it?
In Hershey, PA.
Hogan saved Macho Man from the Hart Foundation and the Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah.
And
they're beating him up forever. And then Liz comes back, pulls Hogan out, and he does the classic, I don't know what's going on thing halfway down the aisle. And then he looks at him, and he points and starts doing that blowing thing where he's like, it's so awesome.
Yeah. Honky Tonk Man shoved Liz down. He couldn't do that in the Battlegrounds game.
No.
Look, a strap off her dress, too.
No. Ooh.
Yeah,
scandalous. Honky Tonk Man probably will be in Battlegrounds games at some point if he's not already in it.
Yeah.
And the other thing I was going to bring up was 40 years ago, Tuesday the 22nd, there was a Battle of the World Champions at Madison Square Garden. Bob Backlund beat NWA World Champion Harley Race by DQ.
Wow. How about that? That's a big match from back then.
Yeah.
I don't know how
But-
entertaining it was, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But alas, we can't talk about that because we got to talk about something. I would say sadder because obviously it's very sad that Road Warrior Animal passed. But we're gonna do the fun thing. We're just gonna kind of look back at what a great career, an amazing career, and some other things he did beyond his career that were pretty amazing too.
We're not going to talk about him in Heidenreich.
No, well, actually, we'll
Okay.
it can't all be great.
Yeah.
But-
Where do they rank for you as tag teams of all time?
Best tag team of all time.
You have them as the best?
Not, I mean, it's just how you quantify it. Were there better working tag teams? Yes, obviously. Any of the Japanese tag teams, Kawada and everybody. But as far as if I was like, who's the best tag team ever, it's the Road Warriors for me.
Yeah. They were the first tag team for me that I visually looked at and I was like, wow, they're fucking cool.
Yeah, they look awesome.
Yeah.
With the spikes and everything.
They were so cool looking that I seen them and then I seen Demolition because I it wasn't like I didn't see like it was vice versa for me, and I was like, Demolition's stupid. They're not LOD.
Yeah, it's kind of a ripoff.
Yeah.
I knew Demolition first, but when I saw LOD, I'm like, oh, they're better.
Yeah. For me, I seen LOD first, and then it was Demolition. I was like,
I seen Demolition first.
yeah,
Then having access to NWA or anything, so I had no idea.
yeah.
The first time I saw LOD was actually live.
Oh wow.
I had one of the reasons I got so into wrestling at a young age is I had a cousin I was very close with, my cousin Steve, and he would take me to wrestling at the Philadelphia Spectrum a lot.
Is
And
LOD
he-
going to be in Battlegrounds?
I think they're already in.
My
Oh wait,
cousin Steve will not be in Battlegrounds.
Oh,
yeah, it's the Animal. Was he? No, was he a part of that concussion lawsuit?
I think he
Brian?
was.
Oh, if he was, then he's not in the game. All that lawsuit has been dropped, and now that they're both dead, they might put him in. That's how they are. And Demolition will not be in the game for the same reason. Yeah, this is sad. So, anyway, you and your cousin Steve.
Yeah, we went to a Jim Crockett show, and I think it
Oh,
was like the
wow.
end of '88, maybe early '80s. I think it was '88 because I think they were heels at this point. Because I'm pretty sure they wrestled Sting and Luger, and it was the main event of the show. And I remember my cousin Steve telling me about it, and they were like he had old football pads when he played football, so we'd just like run around like we were the LOD. He was a lot older than me. I should mention he was like in his 20s, and I was like 6. And he was getting me all hyped up for the LOD, and I was a fan instantly.
Wow.
I was a fan instantly.
Yeah, I mean, how could you when they come out? And back in the day, they just beat the hell out of people. They would
Could-
even get
literally.
job guys and not even smarten them up and just go and beat the shit out of them.
But as far as the history here, going way back, Road Warrior Animal. It's funny we brought up the city. He was born on September 12th, 1960, in Philadelphia,
Wow,
Pennsylvania.
I did
He's
not know that.
originally from Philadelphia,
Not Chicago.
not Chicago. The whole thing about them were they were from Chicago, but they were really kind of based out of Minnesota. That's where they met. That's where Animal spent a lot of his years. But they were born to a Lithuanian family in Philadelphia. The Laurinaitis, his real name was Joe Laurinaitis, and they moved to Minnesota as Animals growing up. He does have 2 brothers that were in wrestling as well.
no LOD.
Oh, in the game, yeah.
But they will be in Retromania.
Yeah, so there you go.
That's right, yeah. But as far as his brothers, are the Dynamic Dudes going to be in the game?
Yeah.
Possibly.
So he did have 2 younger brothers who got in wrestling. John Laurinaitis, obviously everybody remembers him from being the general manager of Raw.
Yeah.
Now he's the Bella Twins' stepdad, Daniel Bryan's stepfather-in-law, almost John Cena's stepfather-in-law. Mrs. Baba's favorite.
Yeah, Johnny Ace, creator of the Ace.
Johnny
Wrestling.
Ace, a lot of things. And lesser known, it was his brother Mark. Mark was the Terminator some places, and then for a little bit in WCW, he was I think he was Fury. There was a team called the Wrecking Crew, and it was Rage and Fury, and that's how he spent most of his career. He wasn't in wrestling long. His partner was Al Green. Al Green was in the Master Blasters with Kevin Nash.
Not the Al Green that plays the trumpet.
No, not tired of being alone, Al Green. Not Love and Happiness, Al Green. But this Al Green was also the dog at the very end of WCW. He was just the dog.
Oh shit, I don't remember that.
You're better off.
Yeah.
Joe Laurinaitis, he took an interest in powerlifting at a young age. He was a junior college All-American at Golden Valley Lutheran College in Minnesota, and he played football there alongside a guy named Scott Simpson, who went on to become different name, a little more ethnic name. He's more famous by, and he legally changed his name to that. That was Nikita Koloff.
Yeah.
And also going to be in Retromania Wrestling.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, one with the other one.
So after high school, Animal winds up getting a job as a bouncer at a legendary bar full of tough guys called Grandma B's in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
And his introduction that night was he beat the shit out of a guy, and they're like, "You're hired."
Yeah. That's in the dark side of the ring.
Yeah, probably.
And one of the guys who was working there at Grandma B's, he was a bartender. He's a little older. This was this guy, Eddie Sharkey. Eddie Sharkey was a wrestler for a while. He actually started in the carnivals. He worked his way up from the carnivals to the AWA itself. He was one of those guys that went in the barn with the Ganyas and got trained that way, like Ric Flair, like the Iron Sheik, like a lot of guys. And he pretty much was out of wrestling by the time, this is in the late 70s, he was at this bar. He had a falling out with Vern Gagne. Vern Gagne owned wrestling in Minnesota, so he was like, okay, I got to go 10 bar now, I guess. But a few of the younger bouncers at this bar caught his eye, 4 guys in particular. Joe Laurinaitis, Rick Rude, R-O-O-D was his actual name. He was a bouncer there. Barry Darsow, speaking of demolition. And the man who would eventually become synonymous and go hand in hand with Animal, Hawk, Mike Hegstrand is his real name. And so they were all bouncers at the same bar in Minnesota.
Imagine that.
I would be on my best behavior in that bar.
The
Hawk was insane. Animal was gigantic.
Yeah.
Darsow was pretty big. And Rick Rude liked to knock people out with open hand slaps.
Yeah, I already shoot you. So it's like, and
Yeah.
the smallest one was maybe 6'3".
Wasn't there stories too much later on, like Godfather was involved in one of that. He was a frequent of that club or bar, or they had stories.
I think it was a bar in Vegas.
Yeah, it was probably closed by then. I don't think the bar exists anymore. But maybe
it does. I looked it up. Yeah, Grandma B's no longer a thing.
No.
But yeah, Godfather was another legendary tough guy.
Yeah.
So Eddie Sharkey trains all these guys, and he gets them to wrestle. So with Animal, he made his debut in 1982, wrestling briefly in Georgia with a biker gimmick as the Road Warrior.
Yeah.
The Mad Max movies had just come out.
Mm-hmm.
So he was really the original Road Warrior. He was just the Road Warrior. And he also wrestled briefly in Mid-Atlantic, which would later become what is now WCW. And he wrestled there as Joe Lauren.
Mm.
And one of his first matches there was against Rick Rude. It was just Ricky Rude.
Ricky Rude.
Ricky Rude.
Not ladies' man yet.
And one of the guys who was running the territories around that time was Paul Ellering, who was just recently in NXT managing the Authors of Pain.